All right, what is up? Today we are going to maintenance the sliders on my Nosfet Apex. I've just been loving this thing. The 150 millimeters of travel, or whatever it has that's at least close to that, is been amazing hitting jumps and stuff so far. And I've also gone out and rode some single track. The 20-inch wheel compared to the 14 has made so much of a difference on like rough single track trails. I've been averaging like a pretty high speed compared to like some cross-country racers on their mountain bikes. So anyhow, let's get this cleaned up and get some new grease in there and get it taken apart and put back together. All right, so I already did the other side on this, but this is the Nosfet Apex and I'm doing the slider maintenance. Let me turn this up here. I'm gonna get these off for the bumpers. This was actually really easy. Did not take, you don't have to take those screws all the way out. They actually thread in, like right here, you can see these holes. So you put in at that level. Just loosen it up until you can get those out. I put on a helmet to do this. I'm going to leave those to the side here. And then we're going to switch up to the 5 millimeter, get all these out. Leave these two in. Put all these right here next to the Loctite, because we're going to add some Loctite to those. All right, so now this will all just slide right out of here. Get this cleaned up a little bit. I was riding on the dirt bike track in my yard, and we got pretty dirty out there. Let's see, I got some alcohol wipes here. Oh, that's kind of dirty on there, so we want to clean this up. Get this O-ring back on there. Let's knock this dirt off of here. I was right, it was really dusty a couple days ago. We were hitting some jumps and now it's raining, so here I am inside. I don't think I need this, but put a little bit on there. All right, I learned this on the other one. And we'll push this rag down into here. Because after I load up that slider and I push this through, it's going to want to get some of this grease in there. All right, let's get a new towel. Take this and my flashlight. If we can see down in there, I can, but I have to actually wear my helmet right now. There's not a whole lot of grease in there, really. It looks clean. Let's go ahead and shove this in. And I'm just going to use the flashlight on one end and this on the other end. Yeah, you can see it's dirty. Oh yeah, how dirty that is. Let's get a clean spot. Slide it back and forth in here a couple times. Alright, that's out of there. Alright, let's open this up. I'm cheap, I like to just use rags forever. Wipe this off pretty good. Don't need that a screwdriver anymore. That's fine. That's cleaned up. All right. And now I'm just going to grab some of this. This is what they said you could use in the US. Let's just get a big old finger full of that. Jam that in there and wipe it around. Let's jam some in on the other side here. All right, now I'll try and clean up the stuff that is not down in there. Get my hands cleaned off. So anything sitting here is just gonna get dirty. Recording a video and of maintenance on this. All right, so we're gonna get everything we can cleaned up off the outside of here. That's just gonna make dirt stick, right? Let's get the slider and put this back in. Remember, we got the rag in the end so that it won't get filled up. And this goes through there pretty easily. I see all that grease. That's just stuff that I couldn't get around, so this will make this. Otherwise, you'd fill this tube up and then you'd have to deal with getting all that crap out of there. It'd be running down inside and dripping out down here, and you'd have grease everywhere. Grease and dust and dirt. I'll slide this back and forth in here a few times now. Let's see how I got some build up here, so I'm gonna wipe that off, get rid of any dirt I can. We got a little bit up here. Get rid of any grease I can to keep it from getting dirt. And that's it. We're gonna get these all back in here and we will Loctite them, tighten them all down to 13 Newton meters from what I've seen on Nosfet videos. All right, so this is all back together. We got these all tightened down to 13 Newton meters with some blue Loctite on them. We got these don't have a spec, they're just snugged up. Those just hold the battery on, and like these back pedal mounts. Anyhow, I would not let the fact that you have to do maintenance on this suspension occasionally bother you. I have 500 miles on it, and some of it was in some pretty nasty, dusty dirt, and like it still was pretty clean in there. I did see some like spots on the stanchions that were pretty sticky, like that some sticky black stuff, at least on one side. The other side looked good completely, but I would not let having to do maintenance on this hold you back from buying this wheel.